about this great web show with this talented kid. Come on, let's go check it out.
Hold up. That's that boy Darius Kaleb.
Darius Kaleb? Oh my God, I love that kid. Darius!
What's up, y'all? He's back. And he's back again with a good one today. He ready to blow y'all away. It's the DK Show. Hey, what you know? We talking about different subjects here on the show. From dance to movies and even school. You know that's where you gotta stay if you wanna be cool. We got Darius Kaleb, his family and friends, and we want you and yours to come and join right in. We got a good show planned for y'all today, so keep it locked right here. You're here to stay. Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb. It's the Darius Kaleb Show. Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb. It's the Darius Kaleb Show.
Hey guys, I heard about this great web show with this talented kid. Come on, let's go check it out.
Hold up. That's that boy Darius Kaleb.
Darius Kaleb? Oh my God, I love that kid. Darius!
What's up, y'all? He's back. And he's back again with a good one today. He ready to blow y'all away. It's the DK Show. Hey, what you know? We talking about different subjects here on the show. From dance to movies and even school. You know that's where you gotta stay if you wanna be cool. We got Darius Kaleb, his family and friends, and we want you and yours to come and join right in. We got a good show planned for y'all today, so keep it locked right here. You're here to stay. Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb. It's the Darius Kaleb Show. Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb, Darius Kaleb. It's the Darius Kaleb Show.
Hey guys, this is it. It's your boy Darius Kaleb from the Darius Kaleb Web Show, and today you're gonna get an exclusive interview with me. I'm interviewing Chapman Roberts and Lewis. All right, here we go. It's going great, guys. We're almost there. Come on, keep on coming. All right, guys. So this is it. Here we are, beautiful New York City, and if you follow me, I'll show you. Come on, come on. Okay guys, here It's your boy Darius Kaleb from the Darius Kaleb Web Show, here today with the legendary Norm Lewis. So, how you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. So, my first question for you today is, how did you get started in music and on Broadway?
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so I started in the church, and I started singing in church. My dad is a deacon, and my grandfather was a preacher. So I sang in church, and then I sang in high school. And from that, I sang in college, but I majored in business in college. And then people just kept asking me to sing at weddings and all kinds of little bars and things like that. And from that, someone saw me and said, how would you like to sing on a cruise ship? And from that cruise ship, I met people from New York who had been on Broadway. They encouraged me to move to New York, and I moved to New York, and I got a Broadway show.
Cool, awesome. So what training or background skills prepared you for the stage?
Wow, that's interesting. Another interesting. You're good at this. Like I said, I didn't study in college. I studied business in college, but I always sang in the choir. And what has helped me so much has been the fact that I worked with a lot of great people, and I learned a lot from them. And then when I moved to New York, I started studying more. Just took voice lessons, dance classes, my acting classes, stuff like that. And I just, took this profession very seriously.
Cool. So, how did you like working in London internationally?
I loved it. I would go back to London in a heartbeat.
Cool. So, what difference have you seen from New York theater or U.S. theater from international?
I think that international theater they're more quiet during the show itself, and then once the show ends, they erupt into this thunderous applause and standing up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I know that U.S. they're like loud.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah, especially on Broadway, you see a funny part. It's like lots of commotion and all that. So, which production have you been in? What was your favorite?
What's my favorite? God, I love all of them for many different reasons, but I'll probably say Porgy and Bess was one of my favorite shows because I had a lot of really good friends in that show, and I worked with the legendary Audra McDonald, and so yeah, I'll pick Porgy and Bess. Yeah.
Cool. So now this question, of course, everybody knows or should know. My celebrity crush is Anika Noni Rose. My second is the legendary Audra McDonald, who just won 6 Tonys.
Yeah.
And made history.
Yes.
So as a kid, who was your celebrity crush?
As a kid, who was my celebrity crush? You probably wouldn't know these people. Jane Kennedy.
Was it Ruby
Ruby Dee was another one of my favorites. She was beautiful. Dorothy Dandridge. Lena Horne was also a celebrity crush. I've had a lot of them throughout the years.
Did you have any singers?
Singers. I know that Lena Horne is a singer. Leslie Uggams was another one of my crushes. Wow, that's a good question. Shaka Khan. Dionne Warwick, I had a crush on her. And then when I even though we're the same age, Whitney Houston, I had a big crush on her too. Wish I had met her before she passed.
So you've worked with Wynton Marsalis.
Yeah.
Which is the brother of Branford Marsalis.
Yes.
Which is the musical director of the show I'm in right now, Raisin in the Sun.
Okay.
Just in case you didn't know, we won Best Revival of a Play 2014.
Hello.
And he went to Berkeley. My brothers go to Berkeley, so there's a pretty good connection right there.
There is a great connection. Yeah, Berkeley's a great school. I know that I worked up at when I did Porgy and Bess up in Cambridge at Harvard. We would go and visit some of the Berkeley students over there because they were so musical, and it was great. Yeah. So your brothers go there?
Yeah, my brothers.
Wow, that's awesome. They must be smart or talented.
Yeah, they're 20, about to turn 21 in September.
You like them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good. I like when brothers like brothers. That's good.
So now, what is your connection with you and Chapman Roberts?
Chapman has become, he's been a friend for a long time, but he's become more of a mentor because he is so smart. He knows so much history about the theater, about Broadway, about blacks on Broadway, and he and I came up with this idea to celebrate black men on Broadway. And Black Stars is a Great White Way concert that's going to happen on June 23rd. Come see it. It's celebrating black men on Broadway, people who have made a mark on Broadway, who made a mark in this society, who made a mark politically, and through music and all kinds of things. So it's going to be fun.
Cool. So how did you and Chapman Roberts exactly come up with the idea of the Black Stars of the Great White Way?
Well, he had a lot of us meet on the stairs in Times Square. You know those red stairs where the TKTS building is? He had a lot of African Americans, male and female, who've ever been on Broadway, and whether you were behind the stage or on stage or in front of house, whatever. If you've touched the Broadway theater, come to those stairs. And we took this major picture a couple of years ago. And because I have been in shows like Les Miserables, I'm trying to think of Porgy and Bess, King Triton and The Little Mermaid on Broadway, I've had a lot of people come up to me saying, wow, this is great that a black man is playing these roles that are not necessarily racially specific. So I wanted to celebrate that and celebrate the shoulders that I stand on, like Robert Guillaume and Andre de Shields, Ben Vereen, all these great people. So I wanted to celebrate them because no one's ever done that before.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it at Carnegie Hall.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
There you have it. Alright guys, now you have to come. Please come, and you can get the information from?
Well, you can go on the website at Carnegie Hall and look for the Black Stars of the Great White Way, and it's a concert happening June 23rd, and you can get your tickets there. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, you go. There's a Facebook page that's talking about the Black Stars of the Great White Way. Just Google it. You'll find it. Somebody will tell you where it is. You're gonna show up. You're gonna have a good time.
All right, guys. So bring your family, your friends, friends, all your friends, and tell them to come and check for me and Norm Lewis and Chapman Roberts, and they have a Darius Kaleb web show, History in the Making.
Swag.
So now, of course, this question. Now, you know all the fans are really crazy about you being the first black Phantom in Phantom of the Opera.
Right.
Now, my question is, why do you think they're so crazy over it? Because it's a black person. Because in my opinion, it should be whoever's best for the role.
Absolutely. Well, I think the fact that they're crazy about it is because there's never been a black Phantom on Broadway. There was a black guy by the name of Robert Guillaume, who we're honoring in a couple of weeks, who did it in Los Angeles about 20 some odd years ago. And he was fantastic. But there's never, in 26 years of Phantom being on Broadway, there's never been a black team. So I think people are more interested in it now just to see what's going to happen. Plus, I have a lot of people who, like you said, that are fans of mine who want to see me do this role because they know that this has been a dream role of mine for a while.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Absolutely, bro.
Guys, this is Norm Lewis. History was just made. Darius Kaleb Web Show. Watch this video.
Watch this video.
Over and over again.
Over and over again.
Yes.
Yes, learn something.
From the Darius Kaleb Web Show. Now today you're getting an exclusive interview with me, Darius Kaleb, and the legendary and awesome Chapman Roberts.
Thank you.
So how are you doing today, Chapman?
I'm doing well.
Good. So one of my questions here today is, now I understand you were in the original cast of the Broadway show Hair. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Cast of Broadway. It was a life-changing cast of Hair in 1968 on Broadway. It was a life-changing experience because it was the first show of its kind. The reason it was life-changing was because it was the first time that people under the age of 18 were allowed to be able to perform on the stage using their own voices rather than using their voices in a way that was prescribed for Broadway theater. So what you guys enjoyed in Motown and Scottsboro Boys and The Lion King, you're allowed to sing the way you sing naturally in the way you like to sing, but we had to sing and trained to sing in a different way before Hair.
Now, how was it working with the awesome Cab Calloway and Pearl Bailey, who paved the way for kids like me?
Well, see, once again, it was life-changing because something was happening that had never happened before. That was the first time we had an all-black cast in a show that was not written for black people. And you had, they didn't change the script, but you had people of color playing roles that were written about, in fact, Jewish people who lived in Yonkers. It worked beautifully. They had to sing in the traditional Broadway style. And both of them had their own style of singing. In fact, both of them really taught other people to sing, and people would imitate them. But they stepped back as professionals into the traditional Broadway mode of singing and conquered it and turned that show into a bigger hit than it was before.
Cool. Now, it was very interesting to find out that you here in the U.S. and out, internationally, you had your amazing vocal arrangements in different shows and on cast albums, and I also read that it accumulated up to 25 Tony nominations.
I think it accumulated more than that. I think that I did a miscount because I wasn't really sure about all the nominations. The nominations disappear just the way the award disappears. People forget and do it. But it was more than 25 nominations because I did over a dozen Broadway shows, and I'm sure they got more than 2 Tonys. But the recognition is very important. That when your work recognized is really worthy of an award, if you win, is a great compliment, and we all work towards it.
Awesome. Now, the next question. Everybody knows my celebrity crush is Anika Noni Rose. My second is the legendary Audra McDonald, who just won 6 Tonys and made history. So, who was your celebrity crush back in your day?
I don't think I ever had one. I think what I aspired to was actually being on the stage and observing all the great people who were working. I didn't have one particular person that I focused on because for me it was a fascinating process. I never expected to be on Broadway, it just happened that way. So for me it was just witnessing the spectacle of Broadway and enjoying everybody who was in it. I suppose the greatest people that I met were the people who were in the chorus of all the great shows. I was never in the chorus because I wasn't good enough to be in the chorus. They had to stick me out front and say, do that little bit and go home. But the chorus people who sang and danced and acted, who had trained for years to be there, I guess you would say I admired them the most.
Awesome. So now, what advice do you have for up-and-coming black entertainers, and especially black men who want to be in this business, like me?
Well, I don't recommend it. I think probably the worst position you could put yourself in, or one can put oneself in, is aspiring to success on the Broadway stage. Because the chances are so slim. The chances are it's so difficult to really achieve something and achieve it consistently. But that being said, if that's what's really in one's heart, I don't encourage people to just pursue Broadway. I encourage people to pursue whatever their dream is. If it just happens to be Broadway, fine. But I don't recommend Broadway as a goal in life because Broadway is what they call an ungrateful mistress. It can be very unkind, it can be very rough. For instance, After Midnight is starring who? Vanessa Williams, Fantasia, Patti LaBelle, and Gladys Knight. It's closing.
Yeah.
How do you explain that? And how do you adjust to that emotionally? How do you adjust to that professionally when the show is doing well, you know you're the best in the business of what you do, and still the audience does not come? If the audience does not come, then we have nobody to perform to. So it's very important that your friends and your relatives and your family and your fans, whom I know you have, it's important that they understand that their support is what keeps the show alive. Because if Patti LaBelle and Vanessa Williams and Gladys Knight and Fantasia can't keep a show open, who can?
You're right, you're right.
That's why I don't recommend it, because it's a risky business. But once again, follow your heart. And if you're doing what you really want to do, they can't break it.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, guys. So how did you and Norm Lewis get involved to make the Black Stars of the Great White Way?
Actually, we did a photograph on Times Square of all the black people who were involved in Broadway. And afterwards, Norm walked up and he said, you know, I've always had this dream of doing a Broadway show celebrating the success of black men on Broadway. And I said, why don't we do it? He said, well, I don't know how to do it. I said, yeah, we can do it. Let's work on it. And here we are. We're going to start performing very soon, and you're a part of it too, because you're one of the black stars of the Great White Way.
Thank you. Now, why is Broadway exactly called the Great White Way?
Well, a lot of people think it has a racial connotation, but it does not. In a way it does, because a little bit of innuendo in there. We thought it was poetic to say, in contrast, the black stars of the Great White Way. The reason it's called the Great White Way is because, in particular, if you stand at the corner of 44th and 7th Avenue, and you look down past the Schubert Theater to the Majestic Theater with the St. James Theater and Sardi's on the right, you will see all the white lights. They're white light bulbs, just simply white light bulbs. But there's so many of them that people thought, oh, it's like the Milky Way in the sky. And it got the nickname, the Great White Way, because of the very, very, very white, not frosted light bulbs that were on the marquees of the theater.
Awesome.
That's how it happened.
Cool, great. So now, what can the fans exactly expect from the Black Stars of the Great White Way?
Well, it's going to be a history in song. You know, we were talking about in rehearsals that
My friends say I can do a lot better. If this keeps up, I'll soon be under. I know I can do any better. But believe me, I can do a lot worse. Is you or is you my baby? The way you're acting lately makes me cry. Is you or is you my baby? Seems like faith in your heart's done gone out. When the moon goes down in the dawning and the sun comes up in the morning, don't let the sun catch you crying. When the moon goes down in the dawning, don't let the sun catch you crying. If your baby don't want you no more.
Singing is speaking on tone. So people told stories and then they put music to them. And that's basically what songs are, stories that are told with musical notes and harmony and rhythm put on top of it. So we're going to do the history of African Americans, men, on Broadway and at Carnegie Hall, and celebrate that along with the 40th anniversary of the Broadways. And it's going to be a cast of over 100 people on the stage. So it's going to be a historical night. And you're going to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it.
Indeed. And that's going to be on the 23rd of June at Carnegie Hall. And if people want to get tickets, they can go to carnegiehall.org. And that's Monday, June 23rd at Carnegie Hall. It's black tie, which means dress up with the best stuff you got. You know, feather in your nose and all kinds of stuff. So come and dress up. Some people will come in there with a feather in their nose.
guys, there you have it. Now that's where you can get the information from. This was an exclusive interview with Chapman Roberts. It's your boy Darius Kaleb from the Darius Kaleb Web Show. And now, they also have a Facebook page called The Black Stars of the Great White Way. And while you're at it, go ahead and just look me up on Facebook, Darius Kaleb. Alright guys, there you have it, and go get your tickets.